Hello and welcome. I'm Exit Light and this is my channel. Today we're going to talk about some haunted artifacts and objects. Now, these aren't your eBay kind. They're not your cursed ring, your haunted necklace with a lock of hair, or your demon-possessed doll. Although I do have to say, they did put Annabelle on here, but we're not going to talk about her because I feel like she takes all the attention away from all the other demon-possessed dolls, and she's been done to death. So let's talk about some objects you probably haven't heard of before. Let's go. First, have you heard of a painting called The Hands That Resist Him? Some websites, when they do stories about this painting, won't even post a photo because they believe it to be so haunted. In the painting, it depicts a little boy standing next to a doll that's child-sized. She seems to be holding some sort of an object. She has hollow eyes. The two are poised in front of a window, and behind them are hands pressed all over the glass. It's unnerving, to say the least. And the longer you look at it, the more uncomfortable you'll get. As the story goes, this painting was completed in 1974 by an artist named Bill Stoneham. He based it off a photograph his parents captured of him when he was just a child. Soon after Stoneham finished it, it entered a gallery where it was reviewed by the Los Angeles Times art critic. Later, the Godfather actor John Marley picked it up and bought it. The painting's dark fame was just starting. Within 6 years, the gallery owner, the art critic, and Marley had all died. Before he passed away, however, Marley sold the painting, and it wouldn't be seen again for another 26 years later until it came up on eBay in the year 2000. At that time, the current owners claimed that while they initially found the work to be quite good, it seemed to be much more than it appeared to be. Their 4-year-old daughter came to her father one morning and said that she'd seen the doll and the boy from the painting fighting during the night. The father, to quell her worries, reassured her and went so far as to set up a motion-sensitive camera that faced the work of art. However, he claimed in the eBay post that when he looked back at the footage, he saw the boy crawl from the painting, forced out by the doll, whose mysterious handheld object had morphed into a gun. The painting was eventually sold to a gallery owner who placed it in her establishment in Grand Rapids. The question is, why was this painting put in a child's bedroom? The Hope Diamond. We've all probably heard about the Hope Diamond, right? It's about 45 carats. Its color is violet. And apparently, it's very cursed. It's one of the most famous diamonds in the world. Although many have speculated that reports of a curse are just efforts to increase the diamond's value and its air of mystery. In the earliest form of the diamond, which was most likely cut from a mine in India, is said to have been stolen from a statue. The thief was subjected to an extremely unfortunate death, and this kicked off what would be a string of upsetting deaths for many of the individuals who owned or even touched it over the years. Jacques Collet died by suicide. Princess de Laval was killed in a massacre in the French Revolution. and merchant Jean Le Tavernier was mauled by wild dogs. And that's only naming a few. This famous diamond was donated by Harry Winston to the Smithsonian in 1958, where it sits today. Next is the Goddess of Death statue, aka the Woman from Lem. The artifact was crafted around 3500 BC and was found in Cyprus in 1878. And of the families it belonged to over the next generations, each one has been torn apart by death. Within 6 years of ownership, all 7 members of the first family had died. Once the second owner, Ivor Minucci, acquired it, death came for him and his family after only 4 years. The statue then vanished for a long time, but when a new third family eventually laid hands on it, several members of their family died. 2 of the remaining family members donated it to the Royal Scottish Museum. And the Dark Mirror, the world's only mobile museum of the unexplained, holds this mysterious mirror, which seems to literally take on a life of its own. The museum obtained it from the original owner, who purchased it while attending a psychic fair in the Columbus area. That same owner said that they were struck with a very upsetting vision when gazing into the mirror's dark reflection. According to the museum, visitors also claim to report uncomfortable sightings, including seeing their own corpses when they gaze into the reflective glass. And finally, not an object per se, but a phone number. The phone number is 0888 888 888. And the people who have had this phone number have all died pretty terrifying deaths. The number's first holder, former Mobitel CEO Vladimir Grashnov, died of a very painful cancer, just 48 years old, in 2001. The number was then passed to a Bulgarian mob boss who was shot and killed by an assassin in 2003. After that, the number became businessman Konstantin Dishliev's until he was fatally shot outside of a restaurant in the year 2005. After that, the number was suspended. The telephone company never explained why. I wonder. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you are interested in paranormal or true crime, unsolved murders, please share these videos with people who have the same interests. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to stick around, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Good night.